When I was in college, I wanted to be a journalist. That was the first thing I wanted. I wanted to be a sports journalist. I love sports, and I guess I wasn't good enough to make it on a team, so I figured I'd report about it. So I decided to go into journalism. And I had the good fortune of interviewing a fellow by the name of Charles Corral. He worked for the CBS studio at the time. For those of you who aren't quite as old as I am, my kids tend to call me a dinosaur. You probably won't remember who Charles Corral is, but Charles Corral, he won a lot of Pulitzer Prize for his shows on TV. Every week, he interviewed a different person, and he told their story for an hour. And it was like, wow, tremendous story. You thought every person you interviewed were the greatest people in America, on the world. So I got to interview Charles Corral, and I asked him, Mr. Corral, how do you find these people? Who does your research? I mean, it's tremendous. And he told me, Carlos, it's very simple. I have a little room at my CBS studio. My staff members blindfold me. They spin me around. They put a pin in my hand, and they guide me to a map, and I just stick it in the map. And that's where we drive to. And the first person that talks to me, I talk to. And every person has a special story, he said. Every person has a Pulitzer Prize. Every person lives a special life, if only they have the right person to tell it. I was fascinated with that. Fascinated with that idea. Well, let me share with you an idea of a very special person. Imagine an individual that comes to this country, doesn't know anybody here, barely speaks the language, works as a field laborer all his life, earning less than minimum wage, but manages to send money to his family week after week to keep them afloat. That person then moves up in the rank. Either they work for a factory. In this case, the individual I'm thinking of worked at a restaurant. 363 days a year, every day but Thanksgiving and Christmas. He wasn't paid, no labor, wasn't paid minimum wage. Worked 12 hours a day. Continued to send money. He was the happiest man I've ever met in this world. Never owned a car. Took a bus to work every day. When it came time to send money home, he had to have one of his children write the checks for the home. He'd get the money order, the fellow owned no check. Send it home. The fellow had to have his children read the bus schedule to him. Greatest man I've ever met in my life. He was my father. People ask me why I help immigrants, and I tell them, you don't know the immigrant story, do you? Immigrants are the greatest people in the world. Immigrants keep this country special. You talk about American values, you talk about family values. Let me tell you, I can point to immigrants. I can point to my family members. I can point to my wife. I can point to my friends. I can point to other professionals. You know, we're talking about what makes America great. It's immigrants. Absolutely. It's immigrants. People ask why I'm an immigration lawyer. Because I serve the best people